no service, and the customer actually left. In the long run, it was not actually service problems. His money was deducted, and he wasn't given cash because he had left with the information that the service is not good. So he went back to the person. Oh, I have been debited. Can you now pay me the money? The POS person is like, no, I'm not paying you the money because there was no service. Okay, now, is it in the place of the client, the customer, to go to the bank, or the POS guy to go to the bank? Now, the POS is your money. So the POS guy is now saying, okay, you go to the bank now, go and ask them who took your money. Now, this guy went to the bank. A whole lot of long process. And the banks are now like, okay, it's not your issue. The money is still there because you made the transfer to the POS guy's account, and he's supposed to pay you. So the POS guy, with the fact that this machine said there was no service, does not actually believe that the money has been moved to his account. Okay, you go to your own bank and check. Do you have the money there? And say, no, it's not in my place to go and check. You got the whole case prolonged for more than a month. And in the long run, part of the money, he now had to go and request for an account statement. And he brought the account statement to go and show the previous guy that the money actually moved from my account to your account, so why don't you pay me? Yes, he said, okay, don't worry, I don't have time now. When I have the time, I will go to my own bank to also request for an account statement to confirm that what you're showing me is
Do you know what I
This is very fraudulent, right?
Yeah.
Literacy comes in, being fraudulent comes in, and terrible customer service
Things
comes
are
in.
happening.
Because first of all, let's look at illiteracy. You don't understand. This is a transaction. Two persons are involved. It's either here or there.
Yeah.
If I say I have been debited, it's your work to check whether you've been credited. Normal. That's just common sense, basically.
Yeah, it's common sense.
It's just common sense.
But common sense isn't common.
That's what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
And then that's illiteracy, number one. Then number two, that's being fraudulent.
That's right.
Because if I were I'll take that guy.
I'll go by the
just
word
wrong.
fraudulent because I want to believe the guy actually knew that the money was in his account. But maybe he wanted to frustrate this guy so that at the end of the day,
the guy will leave the money.
Exactly.
No.
But you
Not in
don't
this
do
economy.
that.
You don't do that.
As small as 1,000 naira. Okay, let me not put it small because some people don't say that small. Even if it's going to be 100 naira, it's not your money. It's not yours, so return it.
So if it were actually 1,000, I guess the guy would have actually given up. Because the process of going to request for an account statement, my sister, in this today's so you see issues with POAs and technology coming.
Funny enough, nowadays if I want to do a transfer, I'm very careful. I usually, if I'm going there, I'm praying, Father, let there be no problem. Because once there's an issue, it's a different ballgame entirely. A different ballgame entirely. Because you now start thinking of how you're going to now explain to whoever you're supposed to transfer the money to that something happened. And it's another thing for the person to believe you.
Yeah.
Like you made mention, even if you give the receipt, some people will still tell you that they don't care, send my money. All I want is my money. Because I know some people who are diehards when it comes to agreement. You say you're paying me this money at a certain day, on a certain day, at a certain time. I expect it at that time. If it does not come at that time, what's wrong? Exactly. I wanted to finish it.
We've talked about the POS guys. Have you stopped to think about these delivery services? They too have. I've heard a couple of them complaining nobody's patronizing me because of some challenges that people have actually experienced, that people have actually, had, and it's a turn off for them. So I rather pay my way to, deliver my stuff myself than send a rider. Most times you send a rider to, deliver something, and let's say you made a mistake on your own part to give him the wrong location. He burns his fuel down there, only to find out that this person is not at this location. Now, they feel sad, and maybe out of provocation, they call you and they rent their anger on you, and you feel that they're mean,
Yeah.
So these are little issues.
Frankly, I'm putting myself in the rider's shoes.
Yeah.
My time is my money.
That's right.
So if you give me a location, you tell me, okay, go to point A, this person is here, and you give me the person's contact. I drive to point A. I call this person who's supposed to be at point A. And this person tells me he's not at
I'm
point
at point B.
A, I'm at point Z.
Oh, God.
Not to be clear.
You understand? And then I call you who gave me the job. You say this person, oh, it's a mistake, I am sorry. The way you talk to me at that point to determine how I react.
That's right.
Okay.
That's right.
Because most times, some of these persons don't have courtesy.
Yeah.
No, they don't. So if there's a way you sound, okay, maybe I call you and say, hey, this person is not at this location because of course I am already pissed.
Okay.
You should understand my frustration at that point in time. This person is not here, but you told me personally, hey, I'm sorry, I think I made. Now I could calm down a little.
Yeah.
But when you start with raking back, that's fine. You see Jesus. Because at that point, I'm trying to talk like a normal human being here,
Yeah.
basically. The person will be irate. He'll get out,
Yeah.
just
Yeah.
explode. If it is some people who did not they stay, they lose. He will drive from that point, go to his house to be packaged.
That's right.
You will be the one to look for him.
That's serious.
Yeah,
I've
I've explained that before.
I've actually had my fair share of issues with the delivery. I actually ordered for something on one of these online stores. So when I placed my order, they told me it was going to arrive at their office here in Uyo.
Right.
So I got the package, I signed because I wasn't given the package until I signed because before I was given. So
You
when
didn't know
I
you
funny
signed
enough,
it.
after I
God.
collected it, because I was in a hurry, I didn't actually open to confirm if all that I had were inside. So
Oh
when I
my
took
good
it
God.
home, I now opened it. Something was missing, and the most important one, I actually ordered for a phone camera zoom lens.
Okay.
So when I got there, it wasn't there. I had to call back the guy. What's up? Why didn't you tell me you don't have this? Oh, I'm sorry, this and that. I said, okay, so what's going to happen now? Are you sending it down? Should I be expecting? He said, okay, I'll send it down. I waited for another 1 week. It didn't come. I called him again. Oh, sorry, he's very far, I'm busy and all that. At the point I got upset. I said, please, I won't be waiting. How long will it take for you to send something from Lagos down here? When it should actually be within a day, that can be done. So he now said, okay, don't worry. He'll refund my money. I said, that's a pretty good idea. Why don't you refund the money? So he actually refunded my money and we are happy ever after.
Your case is beautiful. Your case is great.
That's why I said we're happy ever after, because when I got my money back, I was quite excited about
You
it.
see that some of these
It's not a
challenges,
case.
yeah, some of these
This is a super great story. I tell you the
some of
truth.
these challenges that these vendors face, they are their own problem. I know that there are a lot of problems that they are facing. There are a lot of threats to their businesses. But you try to find out ways that you could actually, curb the situation. And you find out that instead of going forward, you keep making the same mistakes over and over again. For instance, talking about the rider guy, I feel most times what people do is you stand there, you're called to make a delivery service. You've received the package. Stand there and call the number on the package. Don't wait till you get there, because it's possible that vendor A that is sending you to this young person or whoever the person might be might not know exactly where this person. This person might say, okay, I'm at my office right now, and the time is 2 p.m. And maybe you had other packages in your box in your delivery, but you see that thing that they use, that delivery box, and you left. You went to another person first. So by the time you're getting to this office, she has closed for the day. She's in her house, comfortably seated. Who is to be blamed?
No.
You make the call first, finding out the location precisely. Where do I deliver this thing to? Not getting to the location first and then you start pissing.
No, let me explain something to you.
Okay.
When a service provider, say maybe a cake maker, calls a delivery guy, hey, I want you to deliver my cake at this location. It is expected already that the cake baker has already spoken with the client.
That's right.
So that they've established already the location of the client. What the rider is supposed to do is just to, hey, I'm at the location I was told to come pick your product.
That's right.
That's how it's supposed to be. Seamless transaction, right? But in a case scenario where there was a mistake somewhere or a miscommunication somewhere, I can't blame the rider. Frankly, I can't, because people get tired of people calling them, where are you? Where are you? Where are you? No, I don't know if you're comfortable with that. I'm not. Because I tell you I'm somewhere, just believe me, I'm there. Just come.
In these times of security issues.
Yeah, I don't like answering that kind of question. No.
Exactly, right.
Especially I don't know who you are.
When you call me first and you ask me where are you, I'm telling you, okay, I'm at Plaza. Okay, 10 minutes after. Hello, where are you?
Who are you?
What's up with my location now?
You just talked about security situation now, and this is also another problem that vendors are facing. You find out that let's use a makeup artist for an example.
Yeah, the makeup.
You're a makeup artist and you're invited to an occasion. Okay, come make me up assistant to location D, and you get there. It's not actually a house. I mean, a location for the clients, the supposed clients.
Yeah.
But you're being kidnapped. No, that's
the person.
No,
right?
in reality, cases like that happen.
Okay, the person, you get into
like that.
maybe your
I get that.
Different things
Funny
that
things
happen,
happen,
funny things, and so people are kind of scared to actually embark on distance clients.
Even within, see, the truth of the matter is this. Usually, I always advise persons, especially my field, what we do when you go to cover an event. Verify the location.
Yes.
Now, for instance, you're told the place is blah 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 blah.
Yeah.
Find out if there's any buzz, because there's always going to be buzz. Somebody's going to be saying something about something that's happening in that area. You will know whether that is legit to start with.
No, now, like the makeup thing she said, there's this news I heard online about a particular makeup artist, a popular one at that, and she was doing pretty well. And she got invited by a friend on IG. Most times these artists they advertise on IG, so they get a lot of calls from online. So she went there, and quite unfortunately, in disguise, it was a guy who actually sent a girl to invite her over. Then she was raped and killed. So issues with you can never be too sure about most of these things because you can actually see exactly that's what I wanted to say, because before you go there is either you go there the day before the particular day they kept for you to survey the place and see actually if this is for real. Now if you cannot afford to do that, don't go alone.
That's the truth.
Don't go alone.
Because you cannot just in these times where anything can happen. You don't imagine carrying equipment worth 5 million naira to go shoot at a location, and then you get to the location, and God helps you. You find out that it's more like a setup, and then you escape. You thank God forever because number one,
and then you
apart from the equipment, your life.
Yeah,
I want to believe we've gotten to an age where life is much more important than that cash you're trying to make.
Exactly.
Before you do something, think first. Alright, like we've said already, one of the first things you want to do is do a first survey, find out if it's legit. If you cannot go there a day before, or there's a challenge based on that, you could find out. If you can't find out, my brother, if you need to go, travel with somebody.
Or you can leave your location on. Tell somebody where you're going to and keep the person updated, because there's no way there's no way you can go to a particular location that you've never been to before, or maybe you don't have the location is not even familiar to your knowledge, and then you just go there without telling nobody about it.
No, even telling someone is just, to me, telling someone is not it.
It's not it, because the help might come, but you might be at danger before the help gets to you. So the best
thing to do is go with someone.
Exactly.
I would recommend go with people. Alright, we'll take a break right now. You help your life. And we will contribute money for the altar. Anyway, we'll take a short break right now. We'll join up with the guest who's going to talk to us about the same subject matter in the studio. Please stay, don't go anywhere.
Hi everybody, this is Becky Bernard. You're on to Rise and Shine Show.
Hello Nigeria, welcome to Rise and Shine Show. My name is Otobasi Tom.
This is Rise and Shine. My name is IBOM Kings.
house boots. I see myself first and foremost as a broadcast journalist, a scholar. I've had the best of the two worlds, the industry and the academics. I transferred my service from the NTA as the principal editor reporter, so I had my own share of the industry experience. And in the academic world, I'm a professor of broadcasting, development and political communication. And I must say that it's my honor to be identified with SpectrumTv, which is the latest in the addition of the great strides by Mr. Tony Afia. He's really a true trailblazer. He brought the first private radio station to IBOM State. That singular action enlarged the media space, particularly the broadcast media space in IBOM State. And again, he scored another first with the coming into birth the SpectrumTv. I'm happy that nobody else beat him to own the first private TV station in the state. For me, if I'm in a position to give an award, Ms. Tony Afia deserves to be given any and every award in the industry. I see the emergence of SpectrumTv as a private person's contribution to the enhancement of academics, because like I said, in the next few months this department will become a faculty, and becoming a faculty means that we'll be running more programs than we are currently doing. Apart from journalism practice, we'll be having broadcast option, we'll be having film studies, we'll be having media studies, and therefore all these professional disciplines will require opportunities for students to have hands-on experience. So in fact, for us in the academics, Mr. Tony Afia has given to the University of Uyo what the federal government has not done, because we will have additional places to train and to send our students to, in addition to the departmental studies and all that. So for me, it's one of the best things that has happened to educational advancements in the University of Uyo or even in this country. My humble advice is that that station should ensure that it retains its political impartiality, because immediately the public has a perception of partisanship of a media house, that alone will deprive that station of certain patronage. So I want to beg both the chairman and the staff to retain and maintain the impartial status of being everybody's station, because anytime a media house is perceived to be pro XYZ party, to be pro XYZ politician, a large chunk of the support base is taken away.
Alright, we're here live at Nongdu Besikpo Asutan with the great and vibrant young people of the community, celebrating with SpectrumTv for being the first private television station in the AKWA Cross region. So this is what they had to say for all of us at Spectrum Television. You say, congratulations, Spectrum!
My name is Ike Brownson, an indigenous of Akwa Ibom State. It's a wonderful thing that this kind of a thing is coming down to Akwa Ibom, Spectrum Television. I mean, it's a big development in the entertainment industry and in the information industry. So I want to shout a big prop to Spectrum Television and give them a welcome applause in Akwa Ibom State. Spectrum Television.
I'm Mr. Edimo by name from Akwa Ibomite. So I see this TV station, Spectrum Television, coming to Akwa Ibom. I'm happy. At least it's one of the things that we need here in Akwa Ibom. I'm very happy, and I pray to him that he should come and stay and come and stand. The station should come and stand well, so that more things and more education will come out, and employment for youth will also come out. I congratulate the MD and the workers and everybody.
My young Miedo Gideon Sam. So I'm from here, Nongudo, Ibesic Boom. Television channel station I maybe needing me. I found it my young man because I act but you know some of person like me, be more fan me see dog stage. Me see dog studio you see quiet I'm talk show me we young Emma. So in the station I act but in me and the find it young my son named the station AD. Congratulations to Spectrum Television.
My name is Peter Ankero. I'm so happy with Tony Afia because he has been able to prove to Akwa Ibom people and others that without politics, a private man can still exist and show the way to others. He has been able to prove himself as being the first person, the pioneer person that brought a FM station to Akwa Ibom State, and Uran in particular. I'm so happy about that. Now television is coming over. Kudos to him. I love him. I like him. I don't know how to express. I don't know how to talk. Tony Afia is number one.
Say, honey Isaiah Bennett, call undiluted honey. I am from Afiansuru Branco in STVNg local government area. I want to congratulate the management and the staff of the Spectrum TV because they do a good thing. If we can still have like this many, then the price of maybe advertisement in our country or our states, will be reduced. I wish you all the best, and I pray to God to keep you and to make you a great one in the nearest future. Thank you so much. Welcome, Spectrum. Congratulations.
Welcome.
Congratulations. Congratulations. The new television Spectrum will like your style.
Victoria Nefia, Biakon Oran. It's the name to two. Nanga Spectrum Television edi Oran Yeneme. So, you can near Oran Yeneme, it's the name to two. Abasena Mabo. But say I want you one of my young brother, the old one. Can you about Jesus?
I made a messy in Sebong John. Into me could run. So is it then name yen? I mean, the Kombanga, the Spectrum Television, Adu Kwadi, Ke Uranami. So you mean a messy, they say, because me mean a mess, Uran as a whole. You mean a mess, they say, deep boy team bomb in that. So you mean a messy, Libena Basibo Yavasiodion. Anye kebenne television ami adi ke Akwa Ibom stere mi ye kurana mi
anyeng me item tom do you appreciate Kuran local government southern run many message dating about the new development of Spectrum Television at the same time we get Ranani had a very great development in our local government as Uran in general and Akwa Ibom State at large.
Glad to know that you're still there. If you're just joining us, this is Rise and Shine Daily, coming to you from the studios of Spectrum Television. Welcome to the show.
Exactly. Welcome to the show. And we've been talking a lot about entrepreneurship and all of that. So right about now we have the privilege of having in a series an entrepreneur. Her name is Annie Winnie. She's a creative director of Annie Tasty Foods. She'll be giving us practical example of these styles and how they happen. Annie, good to have you in our studio.
Welcome.
Thank you so much. It's my pleasure to be here.
All right.
Now that's your pleasure. Let's quickly ask your question.
Traditional question.
In
fact, it is the opener of this conversation.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
How was your journey down here?
My journey was quite an interesting one. Although I was a bit
scared because of the bushes around here. So,
Okay.
but it was fun.
Okay. Are you a lover of nature?
I love nature.
But not bushes.
Did you admire the bushes?
Yes,
What she calls bushes is actually vegetation.
Calm down.
I was even videoing when I passed through the stream. I had to capture it because I want to document it on my YouTube channel.
Nice.
Okay,
Great.
so good to know that. All right, let's quickly get down to the business of the day, entrepreneurship. We are basically talking about the challenges. Let's just quickly start you with that. What is that one major challenge that you feel entrepreneurs are facing that's really dicey?
There are so many challenges, but since you said one major,
Yeah,
the major one is lack of inability to access capital.
Wow.
That's just the major challenge that is facing entrepreneurs in Nigeria, because some of us have tried to access grants and loans and it has been very difficult. The challenges of having to return the loan and also having access because of the high collateral that bank have set as a standard. So that's one of the major.
So now tell me, how do you run your business?
Yeah.
Owing to the fact that you said capital is a big deal. Of course, we know capital is a big deal. So how do you run your own business? How do you handle finances?
Well, I started my business from the scratch. I've been the one funding my business from the scratch. So I use the money that I make from my business as the profits I've been saving up, and I use it to buy my equipment little by little. So that's how I fund my business.
Okay.
I think I've been able to access not really a big grant. I think one or twice I've been able to access. The first one was 50,000, but before it came to me, it wasn't useful again. So when it came, I just had to buy just one minor equipment and keep. So since then, I've just been using the money that is coming in from my trainings, because I carry out trainings and the patronages from events.
Okay. Now let's be a little bit personal. Now, considering the economy of Nigeria and everything, the challenges of entrepreneurship, I'm sure that you must have sat back and like, I want to do this. Now, what actually was that inspiration that you got? What inspired you into becoming an entrepreneur in Nigeria?
What inspired me has always been the drive to alleviate poverty. Because while some of us have not really was born into a family that is really well to do, yes. So living as an undergraduate in my university days, I've always been struggling to fend for myself, and I'm someone that I don't like disturbing people about my needs. I love being independent. So I decided to start up my business in order to alleviate poverty and also to create employment opportunities for others. So
now talking about alleviating poverty and creating opportunity for employment. Now, so far, how many people have you employed in your business?
So far, I've been able to employ at least 5 persons.
Okay.
That's good.
Okay.
That's good.
So I started my business 3 years ago.
Beautiful.
So I've been able to, aside that, I still have people that I'm doing a sponsored training for. And in the process, they're also working for me. And earning some other little stipends. So if I want to add up the number, it's more than 5.
Let me bring you back home now. There is Christmas Village in New York has officially been opened.
That's right.
As an entrepreneur, what is your opinion on the project, with issues regarding the money to acquire stand and maybe the activities therein? Let's hear from an entrepreneur.
Well, I didn't jump at the opportunity when I saw it because like I said, I started the business 3 years ago, and I've been vendoring at different events. I've been a vendor at different events. So the first one last year it was I think about 100,000. So this year I know I was expecting more than 100,000 for a stand. Being that things are the economy now, everybody is passing through it. Everybody is witnessing having having a pinch of it.
Yeah.
We've seen how tough things are. So I didn't really jump at the offer because I know I'm not, though let me not be too sure, but I'm not liable to really make profit out of it.
Right.
Though depends on the strategy some entrepreneurs would set for themselves, and I just pray it works. It works for them. I believe they would still
So do
maximize.
you generally feel that someone can actually pay that money and get a stand there as a vendor and make money,
Make profit.
out of it?
It's possible.
Okay.
Now, it's possible.
We're going to come back to you shortly. We're going to come back to you, and we have many questions for you to, talk about. Now, we're going to take a short break, and when we return, the show continues. Don't go away.
We're here live at Nongdo Besikpo Asutan with the great and vibrant young people of the community, celebrating with SpectrumTv.
Welcome back. The show continues.
Oh, yes, it does. We have to take that break very quickly. Okay, now we'll ask you quite a number of questions, but I want coming from this aspect. We know entrepreneurs have a lot of challenges in Nigeria, especially, and then particularly here in the Akwa Ibom State. One of the issues is the part where people are taxed often and often, multi-taxation, and it does affect businesses, right? But now I want to find out. How do you think an entrepreneur can solve the issue of power? Because, I know that's hard, but really, it's an issue.
Power is a very serious issue because when it has to do with people that are into perishables, like myself. So the only way I've been able to solve the problem is acquiring my own generating. But then it's still very difficult. Buying fuel, the small fuel that you buy and use maybe 1 hour, it runs down, you have to buy again. It's very difficult in Nigeria to run business with power. So I don't know how we are going to solve that problem seriously, because I've not been able to solve the problem myself. Okay, so I don't know how the government would
come in.
So what would you say? Let me put it this way. What would you say to government in that regard? As someone who is feeling the blight, who is feeling the issue is actually biting you seriously, and you have an opportunity to say something to someone who might be responsible to solving that issue, what would you say?
I'm going to plead with the government that they should reduce the money on the PHCN, the money we are paying for NEPA bills. And also they should make the electricity consistent. It should come constantly. There should be constant power supply, not 1 minute something too, especially when it has to do with business areas, because we are paying heavily for this power, but then we are not getting it. So that is my plea. They should improve on the supply of power.
Now we talked about taxation. We skipped that. We talked about taxation. You're paying for this revenue here and there. Now, do you think there should be a regulation on this still on the government?
There should also be a regulation on taxation. It should be a bit minimal, especially for startup businesses. Because you are here to encourage us, but when everything is about taxation, you pay this, how much is remaining for us as profits? So it's so discouraging. You see some entrepreneurs that are so frustrated, and especially those that cannot withstand the plight of these business challenges. Yes. So I plead with the government that they should, for startups, there should not even be taxation for startups until you are able to run your business consistently for at least maybe 10 years or 8 from let's say 5 to 10 years. Because some of us that are just 1, 2, 3, those that are not able to withstand the pressure will just drop by, and that leads to unemployment again. And
it seems it's not just going to get better for Nigeria, but I pray.
I'm sure it does. Okay, now, do you have, is there an organization, because these days to get to government there must be a form of organization. Is there an organization for entrepreneurs in Akwa Ibom State who can actually maybe advise government to listen to some of these plights directly?
We have several platforms for entrepreneurs in Akwa Ibom. The one that is really popular is Akwa Ibom State Entrepreneurs, that is being organized by Collins Oscar.
Okay.
Yes, he's a founder of Akwa Ibom Entrepreneurs. Okay. So that's just a body the organization can speak up for entrepreneurs and also create platforms for entrepreneurs to come in with their complaints. I know he has been doing that. Okay. So he can put more pressure on the government to talk for entrepreneurs.
All right, now talking to a young lady out there, a young man out there who actually wants to start up his business, or about what would be your advice as someone who has been in the system? What is that one
for 3
thing?
years.
For 3 years. What's that one thing you would tell the person? Oh, hey, if you're starting up, do this, do that, add this to this, and whatever.
Okay, it's to get it right from the start. Yeah. Get proper training. Because if you don't get proper training, that's the foundation. If you don't get a proper training, you would be found wanting. And you also have to, no matter how you may think that it's expensive, you need to get someone to manage your brand for you, to be giving you advice on how to run your business, because it's not easy. You need to know how to run your business through a guide. And also be consistent. Consistency pays. Be consistent with whatsoever you are doing, because it's rough, it's not rosy out there. Everybody is struggling. Even the big ones you are seeing, they have their own challenge. The higher you go, that's one thing I've discovered. The higher you go, the more difficult it becomes. So just brace up and stand firm. Be consistent. Do it every day, and the result will start.
Now, still on word of knowledge to young upcoming entrepreneurs. You know, there's this saying that goes like this: we are our own problems. Now, we know that entrepreneurs are facing a lot of challenges, but do you think that, on the other hand, they too contribute to these problems? Let me give you an example. Customer care services. You know, not being able to relate with your clients, your customers in a very nice way. Now, what's your school of thought for that?
Everybody needs it's better for us that we're already in communication field, because I read communication arts in the university, and I learned some things about brand building. So I'm still learning about customers relations. So it is very necessary to have a good disposition towards your customer, know how to relate with your customers, know how to plead. Even sometimes you have to let go of your personal ego just to please your customers. Even when you offend, customers can be very annoying, but then you have to understand that and be patient with them. You have to be very patient with your customers. Whenever, throw in some freebies in order to make your customers happy. Then when those ones you know you've offended, you can go back to them, offer them some free gifts, entice them, and make them to come back to your business. So I really urge my entrepreneurs to be gentle with your customers, knowing that, you know, some of these customers, they have their personal problems at home, and they may come to unleash that aggression on you, but then you have to be nice with them, you have to be friendly, you have to understand. I know it's not easy, but God helping us, we all succeed.
All right, we want to say thank you for coming. Wish we had the luxury of time to take more questions, but we don't. But then again, I want to believe when next we invite you, you'll come, right? You will. Beautiful. In case you're joining in, you have been watching Spectrum TV live, and of course the program is Rise and Shine Daily. We'll take a short break, and when we come back, the show continues. And just for your information, we are on Instagram, we are on Facebook with the handle at SpectrumTVNg, and the website is www.SpectrumTV.ng. Let's take a break, and when we come back, the show continues. Please stay.
We're here live at Nongdui Besikpo Asutan with the great and vibrant young people of the community, celebrating with Spectrum TV for being the first private television station in the AKWA Cross region. So this is what they had to say for all of us at Spectrum Television. You say, congratulations, Spectrum.
My name is Ike Brownson, an indigenous of Akwa Ibom State. It's a wonderful thing that this kind of a thing is coming down to Akwa Ibom, Spectrum Television. I mean, it's a big development in the entertainment industry and in the information industry. So I want to shout a big prop to Spectrum Television and give them a welcome applause in Akwa Ibom State. Spectrum Television.
I'm Mr. Edimo by name from Akwa Ibomite. So I see this TV station, Spectrum Television, coming to Akwa Ibom. I'm happy. At least it's one of the things that we need here in Akwa Ibom. I'm very happy, and I pray to him that he should come and stay and come and stand. The station should come and stand well, so that more things and more education will come out, and employment for youth will also come out. I congratulate the MD and the workers and everybody.
My young man, Gideon, Sam. So I'm from here, Nongodo, Ibesikbom. Television channel station maybe needing me. I found it my young man because I act but you know some of person like me, you move and me see dog stage, me see dog studio, you see going nam talk show, me we young Emma. So in the station I act but in me and the find it young my friend named Nam the station. Congratulations to Spectrum Television.
My name is Peter Nkero. I'm so happy with Tony Afia because he has been able to prove to Akwa Ibom people and others that without politics, a private man can still exist and show the way to others. He has been able to prove himself as being the first person, the pioneer person that brought a FM station to Akwa Ibom State, and rural in particular. I'm so happy about that. Now television is coming over. Kudos to him. I love him. I like him. I don't know how to express. I don't know how to talk. Tony Afia is number one.
Say.
Glad to know that you're still there. This is still Rise and Shine Daily, coming to you from the stables of Spectrum Television. And if you're just joining us,
you've missed something.
You've missed a lot, but you can join the conversation on our social media. We are on Facebook and on YouTube, all of which you can find at our website, www.SpectrumTv.ng.
That's right. That's right.
Exactly.
That's right.
I like the fact that you said Rise and Shine. Maybe it's just shining. I was just staring at her saying Rise and Shine.
Yeah, shining.
Yeah.
Anyway, just so you know, so we continue the shining. We're going to move on to the next segment on the show, which of course is on a lighter note.
Yeah,
just so that you could smile just a little bit, laugh a little more,
and keep shining.
And leave a little longer. And shine a little more. Alright, we'll take the break right here and see the funny video of the day, and when we come back, we'll just hand you over to Becky. Let's stay.
拍段子后。
Oh my god! Wow! Huh?
Welcome back. Now let me quickly mention this one. The guy and the girl were carrying ice cream. All love it up.
That was one for me.
I'm telling you. So the guy was staring at the girl and maybe he felt the ice cream.
No, he didn't feel it. It was the lady that just pointed to his head. There's something in his shirt.
Sure, okay.
And he's trying to feel all sexy and stuff because and then she had to look up for him to know what it was. That the bed pulled on him.
I can only but imagine.
Just imagine my sister. Don't. No.
Now, the funny part, he didn't actually spit it out.
No.
Like, did he swallow that stuff?
I guess it's all.
You're telling me already now. It's after you swallowed that she doesn't look so. But the girl is
such a pity. It's such a pity.
My God, stuff like that do happen.
Yeah,
it's one of those things, anyways. But I hope you had a good time smiling and all shining. Shining.
Yeah, we're shining. It's still a shining.
Over to you, Becky.
And then right now, let's take our quotes for today. Don't go away.
I like the last part.
Dignity in labor.
Love
what you're
doing
or learning to do.
Success is
no
love
accident
of what you're doing. That's what I take out
in
of this.
summary, success is love of what you're doing.
That's it.
And what you're learning to do.
You can't.
There's no hidden secret in it.
No. Because if you look at it closely, if you don't love what you're doing,
that's right.
You cannot be successful.
You cannot.
Exactly.
You don't have that satisfaction that you're doing something, right?
You won't even have the drive to
do it. Your effort, your time, your energy.
I used to tell people, I keep saying over and over again, build a business around what you love. Because somebody once said, let your business be what you love doing, and you'll never feel like you're working even one day.
That's right.
Exactly.
And that's dope.
And
really.
exactly, the point is, when you love what you're doing, it actually gives you the drive to persist, even when the profit is not forthcoming. And the persistence is what will yield the profit. There's nothing as beautiful as doing what you love, what you love doing is actually putting food on the table.
Somebody once said, I love talking, and I love the fact that I'm being paid for talking.
Oh my God.
Yeah. And I'm like, wow, that's cool.
So that means, in summary, success is the love of what you're doing or the love of what you're learning. Because learning too, if you love what you're learning, you won't feel that it's taxing.
Exactly.
You won't feel stressed out because you just love it. You're giving your all to it.